Hello everyone, this is our PicoRelay. This is a box that comes in. Be sure to scan this code on the front to get started, or the one on the included get started card. I've got one wired up here. I've got a push button connected. This would typically be a motion sensor or beam sensor, and speakers and a power supply. You can also connect external unpowered speakers, and then to the front here you would connect any devices you want to control with the relays, like solenoids or lights, small motors, even some higher voltage things. Now to record animation, you would just tap the record button and then press the output buttons to activate the relays. Whatever you do on the relays would be recorded. Now when you tap the play button, you can see that that plays back exactly as I recorded it. To stop the playback, just tap forward anytime. You can hold outputs on, control more than one at a time, whatever you want. Basically, whatever you do on the buttons will be recorded and played back. After you've previewed the scene with the 4 button, you can trigger the external input. That will also trigger the scene. You can hold outputs on while you're recording. Basically, any combination of what you do on the buttons will be recorded and animated as you play back. If you don't want to record all 4 outputs at once, you can just work on one. Now I'll disable that one, so you hold record. Wait for these lights to come on. Now you can enable and disable whichever outputs you want to record. So I'm disabling 1, and 2, 3, and 4 will record. When I tap record, 1 will play back. And I can just work on 2. And then you can do the same thing, go to 3, and just layer these outputs as necessary. You can also record scenes for the second input as well as for idle. So to do that, you just hold record a little longer, let it get past the output selection. Now you're on the input selection. So this would be tap 1 for input 1, tap 2 for input 2, or 3, you get both lights. That would record the idle scene, which loops while it waits to be triggered. Now we'll upload sound to the device. I'll go to my mobile app. I've already adopted this one. To learn how to do that, see our Getting Started video. So just go to the Scenes tab here, select the Input 1 scene. You can see we've already got 9 seconds of animation. Click the Upload Sound button. Sound uploads. And now when I start recording, you'll hear that sound play along. And you just animate as you listen to the sound. I can play that back, and you can see it plays back exactly as I recorded it. If I wanted to actually animate on the mobile app instead of using these buttons here, you would click the keypad button. That'll bring up the recording keypad. So that'll look something like this. Now you've got these virtual buttons here, and you can see as I activate the virtual buttons, the outputs on the device are actually turning on. If I tap record, it's just like recording on the device. The sound will start. You can play it back. And then if you exit, it'll ask you if you want to save it. If you are on a desktop device, the interface would look something like this. Just select the controller, Scenes tab. You can go directly to the editor by tapping here, or click the timeline button. Now you're seeing the entire sound file as well as any of the animation that we already recorded in the last step. So I can bring the end of the scene marker here to the end of the sound. You can just draw in animation if you wanted. You could play that back or save it, or you can animate in real time. To animate in real time, you're going to click this button here at the bottom right. That enables the real-time mode. Now when I press the 1, 2, 3, 4 keys on the keyboard, you can see that the actual outputs are turning on.